Good evening. We are back for the last speech of the year. I want to tell you guys to go ahead and picture your favorite restaurant. Focus in on some place that you might want to stop on the way home from school or on the way home from work. It's convenient. You get food in a bag or a box. It's great, right? But wait. Do you really know what is going on with your food? Is it fresh? Hot? Bacteria-free? Is it even healthy for your loved ones to be eating? I know most of this because I've had a backstage pass on several of the popular restaurants, being that I've been a manager, assistant manager, or store manager, whatever it may be. And what I can say about fast food is money is the only thing that gets the quality control. I've seen with my own eyes food dropped on the floor, picked up by an employee to serve out of the window, and I would try to stop them, but my manager would say, no way, sell that food. There's no way we're going to lose that money. Every single company has had problems like this. And I know every single company has had this single problem, the ice machine. Here's an article from ABC News. Jasmine Roberts never expected her award-winning middle school project to get so much attention. The project produced some very disturbing results. 70% of all of the ice from fast food restaurants contained E. coli. It was dirtier than toilet water. The 12-year-old collected ice samples from 5 different restaurants in South Florida, from both the self-serve machines inside the restaurant and from the drive-thru windows. She then collected toilet water from those same restaurants and found that each of the samples had E. coli bacteria growing in it, which comes from human waste, by the way, and it has been linked to several cases of illness outbreaks across the country. Studies also show that a steady diet of fast food is associated with very serious health problems. I'm talking about obesity, type 2 diabetes, stroke, high blood pressure, even certain types of cancers. Globally, these medical issues have worsened in tandem with the rise of the fast food industry. I've also found in my research that individuals who spent the least amount of time on food prep was people that working adults, who place a very high rating on convenience. But I can tell you, if you spend less than 1 hour a day on food prep, it will significantly increase the it will significantly increase the amount of fat, disease, and nastiness that you can eat. Now let's talk about how a few days a week at the fast food restaurant can cost you pretty big. In my research, I noticed there were not too many studies on whether it can cost more to feed your family at a restaurant versus feeding them at home. So let's look over local prices on how much it will cost to feed a family of 5, such as mine. A McDonald's trip would usually cost a family of 5 about $24, $25 bucks. Now, that's only for lunch. We still have dinner to go. So if I order a pizza for dinner, and I got a couple of monsters, and they can eat about 4 slices apiece. So I have to get the family meal plan, which is going to run me about 20 bucks. I got to give them a tip, and I have to pay for my tax, which is about 25 bucks again. So now, that is 50 bucks a day. If I do that simply 3 days a week, that totals to $600 a month. Let's not mention gas and wear and tear on your vehicles. Now, if you compare the $600 a month to a $260 a month comparison for the same amount of time, that should be a wake-up call right there. Because the USDA, the average cost for family of 5, the cost for their food is only $621 a day. you're spending a whole lot of money. You're spending a whole month's worth of food on 12 days a month. And as we talked about earlier, it is definitely not the best food for you to be eating. In conclusion, I ask you, my fellow parents, peers, and listeners, let's recap. We know how much E. coli that can be found in the ice machines. We understand how fast food is unhealthy. It's made for profit more than nutrition for their customers. Lastly, and one of the most important pieces of the puzzle, is the cost that can quickly accrue by eating fast food. Now, I know it seems a little bit unorthodox to just try to stop eating fast food all at once. That would be almost impossible. But what I'm asking is that you try to cut down to maybe once a week. Try cooking with your family or your loved ones. Invite some close friends over for a meal. Build and strengthen relationships with your neighbors, families, and your friends. Everyone needs to be embraced. So get your children involved. Get your wife involved. Your husband involved. Your domestic partner. The bonding is crucial. And in this family structure, it can help reinforce values in your children, and it gives you a window into the lifestyle of your family. The relationship that you have with them will grow tremendously. The simple task of just sitting down, cooking, or eating with your family can provide a healthy, tasty, and financial sound plan for your family.